What's going down, my fellow otakus? Now let's talk about ourselves, cause we just love ourselves so much, don't we? Alright, so a lot of you guys know about the phrase otaku, or at least have heard it before. So what does it actually mean? Well, otaku's literal meaning is home, or another's home. But nowadays, otaku is Japanese slang to describe someone who is interested in anime and manga. But this is where it gets a bit complicated. So in Japan, otaku refers to an individual who has an obsessive interest in anime and manga, with the very extreme definition of being a shut-in and basically a basement person. Because of this, otaku is actually quite a derogatory term, and anyone regarded as an otaku in Japan are actually looked down upon, which at first seems weird, right? Well, it's because otaku in Japan is the English equivalent to nerd or geek. So initially, otaku subculture was seen in a negative light, just like nerds and geeks have traditionally been negative labels here in the West. However, this all changes when otaku was adopted by Western culture. And yeah, I'm looking at you Americans, taking words from different cultures and changing their meanings like you're some boss or something, even though we can also use the same meaning as you. But anyways, so in the West, otaku simply refers to a fan of anime and manga, as well as Japanese games, or even just an individual who is interested in Japanese culture. Because of this, we don't exactly have as harsh of a negative outlook on otakus like in Japan, but obviously there are still a lot of people who do look down at otakus here in the West too. I'm looking at you, Cameron and Travis. Just kidding, we got you in the end anyway. So otakus here in the West generally just means someone who is interested in the awesomeness that is indeed anime, and it doesn't really have the negative connotations that nerd and geek used to have. Now I say used to have because even in Japan, otaku is becoming less and less derogatory, which I'm really happy about, since the Japanese culture is slowly regressing in its high expectations of work and lifestyle, which sounds very familiar to what has been happening recently here in the West too. And I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about hipsters. The hot girls who put on geeky glasses, the jocks who play video games. I'm talking about the fact that being an otaku slash geek slash nerd is actually slowly being seen as trendy, and dare I say it, cool. So what does this say about us otakus slash geeks slash nerds? It just shows that we were always cool. It's just everyone else only just realized.